Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. The anal Weisis, the beer analysis is going on Maxwell Star's channel, I think, tonight. So before I jump into the live hangout afterward, I figure I'd do a little beer review for you guys. Just picked up a case of this today at my local shop. It's been there for a little bit. I know that. I checked it out. It's got 2 years on it. This is the Double Naked Fish from DuClaw Brewing Company out of Baltimore, Maryland, I do believe. Yep, Baltimore, Maryland. This comes at 7.6 alcohol by volume. Double. It's supposed to be imperialized, but usually imperialization, I don't really classify that until you get to the 8s. But, whatever. We'll give it a go. So it's a session strength imperial stout. If that's, yeah, whatever. I grabbed 2 glasses, I just grabbed the wrong glass. I did a little soda review with my daughter out of this glass, but I drank it all. So it should be akeley dokley, oakley dokley. Come over here. I don't know if that's high enough, so I want to see if I can. Using the big bomber glasses, you can see them easy. Not so much with the 12 ounces. There you go, whatever. We do it as we go. So right there, up to the light, you start getting ruby and muted chestnut hues right about here. There's a little bit of a khaki colored head. And there are alcoholics sticking from the 7.6 alcohol by volume, definitely sticking on there. You start moving this up, you see the bubbles, the proteins riding up and down the glass as you do that. Very beautiful looking beer already. Excellent. A little bit on the cooler side. Obviously, it's never in a fridge because I don't own fridges. But it's cold in that beer distributor for sure. It's been here for quite a little bit now. Let's see. And this is a imperial. I forgot to tell you the type. Not just imperial stout. This is an imperial chocolate raspberry stout. So there you go. Now we all know everything. So here we go. Aroma time. Char smoke coming up. Then you get a little bit of that chocolate. Baker's chocolate, milk chocolate. You're getting those puffs of raspberry coming up with your breathe. Little nice hints of tartness coming through there. Yo, Brad, what's up, brother? Yeah, just milk chocolate, Baker's chocolate, raspberry, but nice toasty, roasty char coming through the whole thing. Quite a nice nose. 7.6 alcohol by volume. Really not into that imperialized area as far as the ABV goes, but a very bold, refreshing smell on this one. It's kind of crazy. You throw those raspberries in there, and it just kind of blows the aroma crazy, and it just gets so. It actually smells refreshing and nice. It's like, wow, that raspberry. And this is over 2 years old now, so I'm actually probably expecting. I was actually expecting a little bit more raisins and stuff coming with that raspberry. But that raspberry is very sharp, nice tart nose. So let's get into it. Cheers. It's a bit thin. You were expecting that, weren't you? 7.6 alcohol volume for an imperial stout is a little bit low. It does have nice bubbles riding, as you can see right there, riding the glass. Very beautiful looking, but it's a little bit on the thin side. It's the low side of a medium body. Maybe the additions of the raspberries and things like that just blended it out a little bit. I'm not really sure. Session strength and easy to drink. Now, the raspberries aren't as bombastic as they were in the nose. You get nuances of it, especially in the back end, a little bit of that soft tartness. They're coming through, blending with roasty, toasty char notes. Again, this is a hair cold. Everything's going to blossom just a little bit more when it warms up. It's got a nice dryness from that baker's chocolate kind of going through. I don't know what kind of chocolate they did add, but I'm getting nuances of milk and then that dryness from baker's. Of course, you're going to have the tannic notes from the roasty toasty tones of the grains. That raspberry, almost because of the coolness of the beer right now, that will blossom. But right now, it's getting lost in the translation just a bit. It was still vibrant and tart on the nose. You're getting nuances of it now, not so much on the bright side. 7.6 alcohol by volume. It's a little bit on the medium side, the little low end of the medium side body. Super easy to drink though, and for overall, just for a nice stout, I'll call it a stout instead of an imperial stout. It's a nice drink. Reminds me so subtly of Little Gruesome from Springhouse Brewing Company from Conestoga, Pennsylvania. The chocolate, the peanut butter and jelly milk stout or imperial stout they had. That kind of nuance. Subtle tones of that tartness in the back. Raspberry quality. Got raspberry out of that one too, instead of grape so much. But it's a nice drop. If you want a big bold raspberry character, or a big bold double imperial stout, or that kind of thing, this isn't really it. This is more, as strange as it sounds, a session strength imperial stout. And those, excuse me, the tones, although they're bold in the nose, kind of are lax and more subtle in the flavor. So if you want just a nice easy drinking imperial stout, that's pretty much, I'd say you could give it to anybody, especially if people that like darker beers but don't like them too thick, that kind of stuff. This is probably where you want to go with that one. Overall style, quality, the whole deal, I'm gonna give it a lower number on the whole overall, because again, it's really thin. It's only 7.6. It's not imperialized, but they call it an imperial stout. I'm not getting them the fruits. This is 2 years old. You'd think, you know, raisins should be coming out of it along with that raspberry. Not really getting it. So overall, I'm just going to throw it into the 7 category. And it's not the worst grade in the world, obviously. But I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for this one from the Double Naked Fish from DuClaw. This is a 2-year vintage of it, so it's not a fresh bottle. But the nose is off the hook. Unfortunately, it doesn't translate so well in the taste. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers, Brad. Hope you have a great night. Hope to see you soon. It's been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye.